So there's a new president, new administration, and people are trying to think good for the Jews, good for Israel, and you're telling us about the connection really between the Trump family and Jews, Jewish community.
Yes, Mr. Fred C. Trump, father of the current president, was a man who was a builder, and he built a community in Brooklyn right after World War II, and most of the families that moved into this community were Jewish. They wanted a rabbi, they wanted a synagogue. And my father in 1951, who was a survivor from Poland, became that rabbi. And the synagogue was housed in a basement of one of these buildings because there wasn't a building yet. And my father, Rabbi Israel Wagner, decided to go and speak to Mr. Fred C. Trump and see what he could do about building a synagogue. At that point, a friendship that lasted 49 years began, and Rabbi Israel Wagner, Alav Hashalom, and Mr. Fred C. Trump, of blessed memory, became dear friends, and Mr. Trump became a huge supporter of the synagogue. He said, I will donate the land, you will build the synagogue. And he helped yearly with donations. If my father ever had a family that was down and out and needed help, he would go speak to Mr. Trump and help would come. He was truly a man that respected Judaism, respected my father very much, and respected family life.
We're talking here about a Holocaust survivor and the Trump family, which I understand origins are from Germany, non-Jewish Germany.
That is correct. Fred C. Trump's parents were German. This was not anything that came up a lot, but he certainly knew my father was a survivor. And many of their talks, and they had many talks, were about things that happened during the war, after the war, and the new chance for Jews in America.